Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Anton and I have played The Sims for about 17 years now. The first game came out when I was about 6 years old, so do the math yourselves. I have watched a lot of Simmers on YouTube and I finally decided to start YouTubing myself. So today I'm doing a challenge called Rory Build Challenge, made by the lovely Rory Plays The Sims. So this is house 2 of the challenge and not 1. I'm gonna do that one later. But this is the rules. The rules are 70,000 simoleons limit and keep the layers as it is, and any size lot, landscaping, colors, decor are builder's choice. So you got one thing that is quite limiting, which is the layout. The layout of the build that you saw on the slide there. Um, it was hard. It was really hard. It was a real challenge, and I like that because often I just build from inspiration. So when I build, I just Google stuff from internet or anything like that, and just see what inspires me to build something. But with this challenge, you really had to follow the rules, and it was really hard. And as you can see, the roofing of this house was a challenge. I need to get better at roofing because roofing is not my greatest thing. So that was a real challenge, and I like that because it's like that's what I like about The Sims because you never get bored of it. It's just there, you know. And you you can do whatever you want if you want to build, if you want to play let's plays or just chill out, do anything like killing sims. I don't even know, but that's what you can do. So what I do when I build is basically that I can be a little bit jumpy between what I think is good at the moment. So when I started to do the basic of the house and basics walls, I just started with the outside and just and then now I just started putting windows everywhere and where I thought that they should be, because uh, if you look closely on that uh, the house plans, it stands where you have the windows too. So I just did it as close as possible to the actual, yeah, to the actual build, to the house plant. So yeah, it was real tricky, and I have watched the hashtag Rory builds, and I've seen a lot of Twitter about the challenge. That's where I found it. So it's basically a lot of builders were like doing it more like bigger than I did. I think I squeezed in that little house there, and I don't know why. And that's a fun thing, like you see all the builders and you're doing the same stuff. That's what I like about this challenge. It was so good because you can see others do exactly the same thing or like trying to do exactly the same thing, and we got with good results, and this corner right here, there with all the doors, there are like 4 doors in that corner. It's so weird. And there were also a lot of wardrobes. You will see that later too, and a lot of like small like storage kind of things. There were also a laundry room where, yeah, we don't have laundry rooms, or like we don't have laundry in The Sims yet, in The Sims 4. So, so I basically just wing it back there, and you will see it later. Uh, so, yeah, now I'm starting like decoring, the or like, yeah, putting new furnitures in and stuff like that. And I am really when I do these small builds, like small houses and stuff like that, I love to play with all the small decor, like everything from like putting a pencil block or anything like that. It's like it's just so fun to mix it around and look lived in, because it really felt like this is a house that, I don't know, it feels uh like a family lives here, like maybe uh like two adults and two children or anything like that, because that's basically what the bedrooms look like later on. Here I do the kitchen, and I'm trying to stay as cheap as I can, uh, because it is on limit, and that was really hard. You see maybe you see I'm at 44,000 about there, and I've not started anything yet. So 30,000, almost 30,000 on just like the outside of the house, uh, almost. So it's really like hard to have a limit. I had to cut down on a lot of decor. Uh, but what about like I love these parts. Like when I put up like all the small things. That looks it looks lived in, and I like that a lot. And there are also like three doors, like right beside each other, and that's also really weird. But that's how the house fan looked, and that was like, okay, let's do that then. Uh, and then trying to fit in a living room, and that was really small. Made it did it a little bit smaller than everyone else I have seen anyway. It was really small. And here I just want to play with the lights, like lights color and stuff like that, because I wanted. First you saw I put it in a fireplace, but didn't really fit, and so I just thought like maybe I just can play with the lighting and do it that way. So yeah, and all those little knuckles and stuff all over the place. I love that way of designing the house, you know. Um, so where are we going next? Yeah, we're going to this is the master bedroom. Yeah, it's the biggest bedroom, so that's why it became the master bedroom. It's right beside the kitchen. It has its own bathroom, and they have two wardrobes in this one. It's like two wardrobes. Really, you really need that much space? You really need what? Okay, I don't know. Have one wardrobe each, maybe. I don't know. So yeah. Uh, so trying. I I realize it's really small, and that's part of the challenge. I think that I try to do it as realistic as possible, because houses are not that big, and playing around with move objects on, see what fits in small spaces. That's an amazing challenge. Uh, I have looked a lot at the Sim Supply. Uh, there, he is such a master of like squeezing stuff that is tiny houses. Like, thought he did like 3x3 or almost 2x2. Did he do a 2x2? No, 3x3 I saw, and tiny house. It's crazy, and it's really inspiring to look at those people that are so good at building. I have took a lot of advice from the Sim Supply, from Deligracy. That's the two ones I have seen the most. And there I'm just checking if everything's okay in the bathroom, because I thought it was a little bit small. But it works out fine, so that's awesome. Um, so what I'm doing here, I was playing around with the color pink a lot, and I don't know, I kind of liked it, how it turned out. Yeah, and there I realized that there is uh, uh, a little room next to the kitchen. So yeah, what I do is did here is like, yeah, just playing around with the with the pink color, and maybe there's a teenage girl living here. Maybe there's a teenage boy living in the next room. You will see. But that's and here I play with a lot of small stuff again, putting everything together. Yeah, but what I was saying, I have watched a lot of Sim Supply and Deligracy, and their house building and how they build houses, and I love the way how they build. Uh, so big thumbs up to those people because they are amazing at building. So that's basically it. I just I also always love to build in The Sims. I could sit for hours in, maybe not in The Sims 1 because I was so small back then. I just played it. I was scared of the fires and all of that stuff. So sometimes I didn't play it for a while just because I got scared of the game, which could be reasonable sometimes. Uh, so, but what I was going to say was that yeah, I've always loved building. Other than since The Sims 2, I guess I have built a lot of stuff. There's like just uh so fun to do. And here I put up a lot of posters, and I thought that maybe it's a teenage boy. It could be me living in this one. Basically when I was a teenager because it's stuff everywhere. Uh, and I like to play around with move objects on, put stuff everywhere where it can fit. Yeah, I really just love that. It's amazing. And yeah, so all the posters on the wall, they're typical, like it's typical style of a teenager. Uh, and I really like that. So I just played around with it a lot. A lot with Move Objects On. Move Objects On is a really good cheat. Uh, so yeah, but what I was saying about, yeah, I just started building stuff when I was a kid. When I played this game, and I could build for hours. I could sit here for hours and hours and hours just build. Maybe it didn't turn out so good when I was a kid, but I tried different stuff, and I love to build like realistic stuff, things that were in the actual world. So I built our house a couple times and stuff like that. And then I remember one time that in The Sims 3, I really like uh, building, and I just started building some modern house kind of thing, like a beach house, pretty much. And that turned out really good. I liked that one a lot, and yeah, so I just put it up on a gallery, and I think it got like 1,000 downloads or something, and I was so proud of that. It was like, oh my god, people have actually looked at my build and like, um, yeah, uh, and here I have to cut down on the the flowers and stuff like that I put on. You see that my money is ending now. It's the end here. So it's like, and then I forgot the bin. Yeah. So yeah, you saw me put it in there. Uh, and yeah, I don't know what I'm doing there. Why it's standing, but basically, um, that is, uh, yeah, yeah. I tried to, yeah. Now I'm deleting all the flowers again because it's like Jesus Christ, they was so expensive. So yeah, because yeah, right. I forgot the basement because when you look at the house plan, there is a basement. There is stairs to the basement. So what I was trying to do, well, that maybe why, because I was looking at the house plans again. Uh, so I was like, what to put in this basement? I have no clue. Uh, because I had so little money to go on, so I couldn't like put in massive stuff. So I just decided to go with some skill objects and stuff like that, and just to make it not so empty, I put it down to being really, from the vampire pack with like the spider webs and all of that stuff. Just played around with that, and that was really nice. I love that part of Vampire Pack. You can make stuff so grungy and run down, and I really love that. So we're here with the screenshots, and we have the front of the house there, and then we have the living room with the stone wall, and we go on to the kitchen, and yeah, here's the doors, really weird. Uh, and yeah, we have the boys' room. I don't know if you can call it that. Just teenage room. Basically, stuff is everywhere. Uh, Here's the bathroom. And I just really want to thank you all for watching this. This is my first video on YouTube, so be nice. If you like this video, please like, sub, and comment below. That would make me so happy because I'm just starting out and I just really want this to be awesome, you know? I really love this and I really love to share what I build, and there will be let's plays and builds on this channel. So follow me for more content and we will be back soon. See ya guys, have a good day.